Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jason Lipoff, and we are going to continue our Getting Started Right series with what are the necessary tools. I've got a bunch of papers that you can't see right now. What are the tools that you need to get your coach started right in terms of getting the product paid for and really within their first month? So if you're listening to this and you weren't really onboarded correctly, you don't even know who your coach is, or if you've been around for a while and you just kind of want to get going again. One thing that you should know is that the process is duplicatable. If you feel like it's too difficult, you're probably doing it wrong. What makes you successful as a coach is following a proven structure, but then creating your own little flair to it, your own little character that makes you you, your own transparency, your own authenticity, that helps you develop into your own brand. But in terms of being successful, in terms of being a successful network marketer, it's by being consistent and following the same steps over and over and over again and being relentless and not caring about failure. So in the news and training in the Coach Online office, if you haven't done this, it's never too late. You want to go back into the resource and materials. And this video is not about looking at all the success stories and all the product training manuals, but it has that. So if you ever have a question about a fitness program, you can just look up the FAQs, talking points, all that stuff. It's all there. But today we're going to talk very easily. You sign somebody up where somebody says, I love what you guys are doing with Beachbody. I really feel like it's how I can transform my life. I just can't afford Shakeology. I just can't afford to get started. Now, I do a separate training on how to prevent objections, because I've had people borrow money from 4 friends in a church. So we know that no matter what, there's always a way. However, one of those ways is by showing them a foolproof way that if they really want it, they can get the product paid for. So that is why it's so key to really develop the relationship and really find out why, like a why that makes you cry, so that when you present, well, if I showed you a way that you can get your product paid for, would you be interested? Then they would be a fool to say no, because their reason was so strong for wanting to be in this, for wanting this more than anything, but yet they still gave you a price objection. So there's all these papers that I have people print out or download, and there's 3 that I want you to focus on. This is what we're going to come back to in a sec, the business activity tracker. That is how you're going to track your everyday goals. It's so easy, yet it's amazing how so many people don't do it. Why? Because they realize that they slacked off in one area and they just kind of don't do it. That's really important. So you're going to want to download that. But this is the number one thing, your contact list. So after I've talked to the prospect, and I've helped them understand why Beachbody is different, why it's not about a detox challenge, why it's not about a Shakeology, why it's not about just a fitness program, is that this is a culture, this is a community that helps lift people up out of this health crisis, and that through the accountability and the support, and through this new group of people that elevates you, it can create financial freedom. It creates your health and wellness, not only for yourself, but for future generations. But it's the whole package: diet, fitness, nutrition, accountability, and support. And it's important that they understand that. So after they do that, I have them get this and then the memory jogger. And this is right after, sometimes I'll do this before the Getting Started Right call, just so they have the confidence. So like if it's a price objection or whatever, I have them basically write down everybody that they know. And that's including, and this helps with the memory jogger, in-laws, friends, coworkers, everybody that's in your cell phone, everybody that's in your email list. You never know. You're leaving nobody out. And there's several ways to do this. Some people have a good friends network, and so you reach out to people. And very honestly, you explain to them why you are getting involved with Beachbody as a brand new coach, or if you've been one for a while or a challenger. what it's done for you, or if this is your first challenge, what is, like, why now? What have you tried in the past? People want to know your story leading up to, like, why do they feel like this? Why do you feel like this is the reason? This is the reason that Beachbody is going to work for you. It's going to really create your happiness. And you're going to okay. So I have them grab the contact list and the memory jogger. I had them print it out. I had them give me at least 100 to 500 names. If they're serious, then they will create, I've had people create over 500 names and really take passion in it. But the people that really understand exactly what Beachbody is, about people that really engage in this community, especially like our tribe, our TNT Nation, Fit Boss Dynasty, people really understand what it is. So they come up with more names. And you have all these people that you think may benefit from health and wellness. The obesity crisis, it's epidemic. So it's almost everybody, right? Someone could benefit in some way with eating right, nutrition, support, whatever. Write down everybody. And then you got two ways to go about it. For some people, I remember there was a couple people that they actually asked people for, hey, listen, this is why I'm doing this in a very honest way. This is why I became a coach with Beachbody. Honestly, because I couldn't afford it, but I believe so much in this, and maybe use a testimonial of people whose lives have changed and get emotional, almost cry about why you're doing this. And you're looking for a couple people to give you a 3-week testimonial. And it would really mean a lot if they could do that. And for them to join you also. And if they agree to it, hopefully they have enough money, you can give them an incentive afterwards, or you sign them up as a coach and you can do the same thing with them, with a contact list, with a memory jogger, whatever. But really the idea is to find 2 people that would be glad. One of them maybe being a family member and one being just another friend or whatever that you think that may really want to be your accountability partner. So besides the group, you'll have 2 or 3 accountability partners for your first challenge. Well, you get 3 people and your Shakeology is paid for. And the way that I've always done it is I actually sign them up as coaches because they will get a discount in the future months if they stay on, a 25% discount on their Shakeology and products and everything like that. And like Brooke and myself, we start off as discount coaches, and then it's crazy how all of a sudden it just blossomed into obviously having a team of a lot of people. So your first thing is you want to invite some people into what you're doing. You don't have to know anything about the business, but you know that actively within the first 30 days you're going to be learning about it. You're very honest with your friends, and you let them know that you're brand new, but that your sponsor, that we get all on like a conference call or whatever, or a video call, and that I make everybody feel at ease, or we send them one of our videos. In our challenge groups, the first 7 days, for those guys that know that have been in my challenge groups, the first 7 days of personal development are insane. They're amazing. They're life-changing for some people. So that's one way. And then the other way is just to really reach out to people and start developing relationships and see who may be of interest. So you may have to ask 20, 30, 40 people to get 3 people. So, your first, you want to get your product paid for. And then along with that is Emerald Coach, because then you start getting leads and you start getting cycle bonuses and momentum. That's 2 active coaches underneath you. One of them being your spouse or family member on one leg. And the reason for that is because it is like a second business center for you. So it ends up increasing your income every business center by like another 6%. And then another friend that you think may be a good accountability, a good support partner or success partner. It is so important, as soon as you sign up a coach, that within 48 hours, they got the Getting Started Right call. If you're not comfortable doing a Getting Started Right call, you have their sponsor do it. If their sponsor isn't comfortable, you keep going up to myself or Brooke. contact list should get everybody into Success Club 5 every month, because your list should be over 100 people. And then you say to yourself, well, how are you growing every month? If you're in a job you hate or whatever. It's one of the other things you print out. 3 vital behaviors. So your first vital behavior, invite. That's right here. Invite as many people as possible. Invite people to join your challenge group. Have the courage to invite everyone you come into contact with. Invite and then invite more. Of course, be proof the product works. So you got to be taking Shakeology every day, especially for the first challenge. Use the ultimate reset, whatever. You basically want to be a walking success story. I love people that are just starting their journey and they become coaches because they're writing their transformation. I have people like video blog, and so people can follow them. To me, that's a lot more relatable than somebody who's a before and after. And then the third, which is what so many people miss, and this is what's going to help you branch out and invite more, is personal development. Every day, read, listen to audiobooks, use Success on Demand, listen to weekly coach calls, team calls, attend Summit, which is coming up next week, and other training seminars. Every single day, you're learning about things that you're investing in yourself. So the money you make in Beachbody goes back into yourself. So when you hit your failure points and your walls, unlike work where you just stop, personal development is what lets you get ahead. It also lets you learn about other people. So you print that out, and then every single day, after you get your contact list and you've got your 3 people, and you're starting and you're all doing this challenge, you're going to keep repeating this over and over again every month. Business activity tracker. You either print that up or you've got access to it every month. And it's got daily activities. You have your goal, and then every day you check it off. Current rank advancement goal, follow-up list. This has got everything. So many people. And of course there's other paperwork and stuff, the customer follow-up tracker and coach follow-up tracker. There's so many people that don't even know that these exist. And it's the first thing you need to do. Your first week as a coach, if you do not onboard them correctly, there's a reason why that we tell people get your product paid for, get Success Club 5, and to become an Emerald Coach in the first 30 days. Because if you don't, the chance of you doing it within the next 12 months is it is so low because you lose the motivation. And it's so easy to do though. And if at any point you're uncomfortable, know that your sponsors have your back. And as a sponsor, and this is what you're going to tell your coaches, your job is to help them and show them the steps that they need to achieve their goals, to reverse engineer them. So it's up to you as a new coach to tell your sponsor how much money you need to make a month, what your goals are, and then it's up to us as your sponsor to tell you the steps. It's up to you to do them. So I hope that helps. Contact list, memory jogger. Within the first 7 days, there is no reason why you should not be getting it.